Hey everyone, this is Sarah, and I am going to show you today how to re-wig your doll, but using a weave for human hair. Well, with human hair or synthetic hair, but it's a weave, not a wig. So, to start out, obviously you're going to need a doll, and you're going to need to take her wig off, and if you don't know how to do that, use a spoon and do it, and I have a video on how to do that. So, you're going to need hair, which I will put the link to the website I got the hair from, and this is free tress equal weave, and it says that it's curling iron safe up to 400 degrees, so you can use a curling iron or a flat iron on it as long as it doesn't get up above 400 degrees. So you need 2 of those, and you can pick whatever color you want. And when you get it, it comes in a package like that. This is the first one I opened. And it opens up into like a bunch of different pieces. And it feels just like real hair. It's awesome. By the way, I learned this from Selena Sparza, I think that's her YouTube name. I'll put a link to her channel because she does some amazing work. But that's where I got most of the tips from. So, hold on. You don't have to show that. Well, I said you don't have to show that. Okay. I've got to open it one more time, and then I'm ready to start. So what you're going to need, besides the hair, is something to glue it with. You're going to need Gorilla Glue. Do you want to show? It's Gorilla Super Glue. Now make sure you get the Gorilla Super Glue. Don't get like regular Gorilla Glue because that doesn't dry for like 2 hours. I learned that the hard way. I had to go out and get the real kind. So, okay, I've got it all separated. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So, I'm going to start right up at her hairline, right there, where I took the wig off. And I'm just going to put some glue to get it started right there. And stick it down. You just have to hold it for about 10 seconds, but be really careful because this will bond your fingers together instantly and bond your fingers to whatever you're sticking it to. Oh, I'm not sticking it to the right place. There we go. So either use your fingernails to do that, or use something besides your fingers. Maybe, I don't know why it's not sticking. Usually it sticks within like 5 seconds. Okay, I'm going to figure this out. You need to stick it, and then once I've got it stuck down, I'll show you what you do next. Okay, so I got the first layer around, so I'm going to show you what I did. You start down here, which for some reason, I don't know, I couldn't get it to start, so I started right here and went all the way around her head, just right where the line is, like right where her hairline is, which it sounds like it might be hard to see, but it's very obvious where you took the wig off. That's where you're doing it. So I went all the way around one layer, and then I'm going to go around with the second layer, about like maybe, I don't know, half a centimeter up. And so basically what I do is I put a little bit of glue, and then I hold it for a few seconds until it's dry. Then a little more glue, hold it, a little more glue, hold it, all the way around. And then when I get all the way up to the top, I will show you how to finish it. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how I integrate the second weave into the first one. So here's the end of the first one, it goes around here, and the beginning of the second one you can see starts right there, and it's come around, and then you're just going to keep following it all the way around. So that is how to go from the first one to the second one. Nothing fancy, just lay it right next to it and keep going because it won't be seen once it's all finished anyways. So I'm coming along pretty well, and I will pick this back up when I'm finished. Okay, so I am done with her head, and as you can see, like, I kept going around until I barely had any room left, and then I went down and back up to make like a little part, and then I'm going to cut this piece off. I have about that much left. Now with the first doll I did, I put each layer too close together, and I didn't have enough hair with two of them to finish her, so I'm going to have to order more hair, so don't make that mistake if you try this. But yeah, I'm going to cut it off, and then I'll show you how to style it with this, because it is a little bit different than the American Girl wigs. Also, I have a couple more things to tell you. Make sure that if you do this, like, have an adult do it if you're young. You know, just be super careful. Make sure that you do it in a well-ventilated area, because these fumes can be really bad for you. Yeah, it says it like on the warnings and stuff like that. So, another thing is, I think that this is great for like a couple dolls, but like I don't recommend you do this to all of your dolls, just because you are taking the value down of these dolls when you do this, because you cannot take this off. Like, I tried pulling it off of my other doll that I did, and you cannot take it off no matter what you do. You can pull as hard as you can, but it will not come off. So, basically, you can never rewig them, but you don't need to, because this hair is really good quality. But if you ever decided to sell these dolls and somebody didn't know how good the hair was and didn't like it, it would decrease the value a little bit. I personally don't think that I'm really decreasing the value of my dolls, because I don't plan on selling them, and if I do, I would be, you just have to be upfront about it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Like, be upfront if you ever decide to sell it and say this doll's been rewigged with a weave from, like, made from what humans use for their hair. And so if you do it, or so if you buy this doll, that's what's going on, and you can't rewig it. So, with that being said, I'm going to style her hair and show you what she looks like all finished. Okay, here she is all finished. I cut off that top part, and you really can't even tell, I mean, unless you're like looking, but all I see is a beautiful part. And I think her hair acts more like human hair in that it's not like perfectly parted, so that like I mean, if you unclip it, it's going to go in front of her face. But at the same time, the only thing that really means is that she always needs to have like a clip in, which is fine, because I never really leave my doll's hair straight down anyways. So to part it, basically all I had to do was brush it forward and then run my finger wherever I want my part. So I can part it on the side. Sorry, I'm doing this with one hand. My fiance left and went home, so I'm doing this by myself now. So you can give her side bangs and clip it over like that, and the part's perfect. I'll pause it and fix it like that and show you what it looks like. But I think I decided, I love Grey's Anatomy. I'm obsessed with Grey's Anatomy. I watch it all the time. I think I'm going to have her be my Meredith Grey doll, except with longer hair, because I don't want to cut her hair, because it's beautiful. But she has the same color hair and eyes as Meredith. So I think I'm going to have her be my Meredith Grey doll. This used to be Kirsten, my cousin's Kirsten doll, and so I need to find a body for it, because right now it's just a head. I actually had to take the head off of my Mattel Samantha doll so that I could put the body on this doll to do her wig, because it's easier to hold onto her body rather than just a head. So I gotta find her a body, and then I think she is going to be my Meredith doll. Originally this was going to be a Taylor Swift doll, but they sent me the wrong color, and instead of sending it back, I was like, whatever, I'll just use it. So, yeah. Okay, here is the side part with the clip in it. Kind of makes it look like she has some side bangs. And I just want to give you another shot of her hair. It's so pretty. I know it's so long. Might have it cut, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the salon and have them cut it because I don't know how to cut hair. So, one other thing about this is I think maybe like if you took it to a salon that they might be able to like cut some side bangs for them, so that way it's not like completely in front of their face whenever you take the clip out. But I'm not sure. So I'm gonna experiment with like ponytails, pigtails, stuff like that, and let you know as far as what you can and can't do. This one you can also heat or curl, which I think heat up and curl or straighten, which I think I said in the beginning. So I could do lots of different hairstyles with it. So I'm going to show you again now what it's going to look like in a ponytail or pigtails, so you can see what it looks like before you decide to do it. Okay, here it is in a ponytail, which I think in a ponytail she looks kind of like Felicity. Obviously with blue eyes, not green eyes. But yeah, there's a low ponytail. A high ponytail I'm going to need to use a thicker rubber band because she has way more hair than American Girl doll, like than the dolls do with their wigs. Like, I could only get this rubber band around twice because her hair's so thick, which is good, but it's a good problem to have. It's better than it being thin, which, let me just give you a little idea of the thickness difference. This is her old wig. This is wrapped around 4 times, like, hardly at all. And then, here, I'll show you. Sorry, I'm working with one hand here, guys. Look, there's a comparison in the thickness of her new hair and her old hair. It's not even a comparison as to how thick the difference is. So, okay, I'm going to try pigtails. Okay, here she is in high pigtails. They're kind of like right on the side of her head, but it makes her look like a cute little girl, I think, even though I just said she was going to be married. So she'll probably have her hair down or half up most of the time. But I just wanted to show you high pigtails and low pigtails I think are going to look just as cute. So I think that pretty much concludes this video on how to wig your American Girl doll using a weave for girls, humans who want to have a weave. So check out the description below for a link to Selena's YouTube as well as a link to where I got the hair. And I know that if you want your doll to have this hair and you're scared to do it, Selena does that for people. Like, she's been doing it for years and she's a lot more experienced than I am. This is only the second doll I've ever done. So if you want to contact her, I know she'd be more than happy to do it for you, especially if you're afraid to do it. If you're afraid for any reason not to do this, do not do it, please. Have someone else do it. Pay her to do it for you. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.